Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, into the action we go today on this Thursday, January 9th, 2014. It's almost 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and markets are down across the board. S&P's down 3, Dow down 46, Nasdaq down 18 on the day. Interesting about today. First off, it is the day before the non-farm payrolls and unemployment report tomorrow, and the markets had a little bit of a gap higher. It wasn't a big gap higher, but you can definitely see it right here. We opened higher than yesterday's close, and the markets just saw major distribution, major selling coming in. Now, the volume's not heavy, but it was just interesting to see how whoever was lurking above this market on the gap up just got rid of whatever they were holding. They just sold right into it. And it makes me wonder what the jobs report's going to be tomorrow. Now, the question is not what the jobs number necessarily is going to be, but how is the market going to react to it? Because right off the bat, remember, a good number may not be that good for the stock market. If the number is too strong, it means the Fed's going to pull back more money from all the money that they're printing, the quantitative easing policy. All right, and if the market, says, all right, well, we don't want a great number, we don't want a super strong number on jobs tomorrow. Well, then does that mean they want a weak number? Well, I'm not sure. I don't think a weak number is that good because if it's too weak, if like let's say it comes in with no jobs created, that's going to freak people out and say, holy cow, all the printing of money, everything the Fed's done is now not working. So, in my opinion, what the market wants to see is kind of a mid range number. Somewhere in the 200,000 would be perfect. And I think that's really the only number this market would like. All right, if it's too hot, it's no good. If it's too cold, it's no good. But it just has to be medium, which is just right. So watch, in my opinion, for a number anywhere between 185 and 200 up to about 250. I think that would be okay for the markets. Anything more than 250, I think the market sells on. Anything less than 185, I also think the market sells on. All right, guys, just to give you that update. Now, again, right now markets are slightly lower. Volume is pretty light. We came down and tested the last couple days lows. So again, you have this gap window right here. You have this little pivot from yesterday and then this from today. And interestingly enough, each day we've actually made a lower low. Now, so far, I'll tell you my perspective of it. I am overly, bearish on this market. There's no doubt about it. I think that there are signals out there that are troublesome. I think that the market is now priced to perfection, and so these type of things do make me bearish on the market. I'm not going to deny it. A couple little things that I think are or part of the reason why I believe that the markets will be starting to head down and could be precipitously headed down is number one, Monday markets close, right? The close on Monday was lower than the reversal from the first day of the year's low. All right, that right there put me in a little bit of a bearish mode. And then we had the gap up on Tuesday and an update. It was a pretty nice update on Tuesday, right? But there was no volume, zero volume on the market. All right, so without volume, that kind of said to me, okay, well, if no institutions are even buying this market, it's up on hot air, then that's not a good sign. I mean, if we saw heavy volume, at least we would have said, okay, institutions are buying this, so maybe they know something that the rest of the market doesn't know yet. The fact that they weren't buying also says maybe they know something that the market doesn't yet. So that's kind of a bearish scenario for me as well. And then the other factor, in my opinion, the last couple days, the lower low, right? So if you look at the gap up from Tuesday, right, and we went sideways, all right, so that's a bullish pattern, right? If you take this low and go up and then consolidate sideways, that's a bull flag in spirit of bull flag. But then we gapped up today, which would have generally started a breakout to the upside, and it failed. Now, we all know that failed patterns usually result in the opposite, right? They usually result in moves in the opposite direction. And if that's the case, then this market could be setting up for a move down. Now, again, we're bouncing back in this range, so it's kind of still stuck in this range. But if you look at the lows, we had this gap up low here, a lower low yesterday, and another lower low today. So, again, as far as I'm concerned, these are signals that are telling me that the market is and maybe in a little bit of trouble here. So it'll be interesting to see again tomorrow being Friday, the jobs data. I think tomorrow is the key to this whole week. All right, we had the down day here. All right, that was a nice little down day. Let me go back to it here so we can zoom out and see it. So we had a little bit of downward action on Monday. The up day, the very nice up day on Tuesday, which kept us in this range. Wednesday was a pause day. Thursday today, a gap up and a reversal, but we're still in that range. Tomorrow is the big day. All right, that is the key here, folks. Watch tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. jobs data will be reported. All right, couple other things I'm looking at, folks. You gotta like gold out there. Gold today is flat on the day, up 35 cents on the GLD. But if you look at the daily chart, all right, you have to like this consolidation that's starting. So I personally would like to see gold get a little bit lower. But as far as I'm concerned, it's getting in that range for a buy. Maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday. But I do expect higher levels on gold in the short term. Longer term, I actually think there's still more downside. But short term, I think upside is the direction. All right. What type of gold stocks are there? Well, I mean, some of the gold stocks are actually rallying pretty decently today. Gold Corp was up nicely. It's come back in a little bit. I would actually say if this falls in the next 30 minutes or so into this necktie, I think you could actually look at a potential buy level for a little bit of an intraday bounce here. But right now you're getting a bounce, so I'm going to cancel that out for now. AUY, this stock I did pick up a little bit today of. And again, I think on the daily chart, this is a thing of beauty. It's getting above the 50 MA. It's consolidating off the lows. You have a nice little potential rounded bottom here. That actually looks pretty good to me here. So keep an eye on that one as well. And really all of them. ABX is another one. ABX has had actually an amazing run. But look at this consolidation with the necktie right below. Almost all these gold stocks looked very, very solid to me. Very solid. All right, so again, we'll keep you updated on that. But right now, yeah, it looks pretty good. What else do we want to take a look at here? Let me just scan through. Um, Solar City. Let's take a look at Solar City today. Solar City up again, but it is showing a little less momentum. This stock is continuing to hit new highs, and today, yes, it's near the highs, and it's bounced off the lows, but still not a very pretty candle there. That's actually somewhat of a bearish candle. Let's take a look at Las Vegas Sands today. Las Vegas Sands reversing early gains, and this stock, again, is, in my opinion, getting to the end of its run before it has a pretty solid pullback. All right, a couple other stocks to go over. Google. I've seen a lot of insider selling here over the last few days in Google. If you go on Insider Cow, you can check that out. But today, sure enough, a reversal, good reversal here on Google to the downside. Priceline down about $5. Priceline's consolidating between two moving averages, and look for it to actually break down, in my opinion, in the coming weeks. Should head down to about, really, honestly, it should get all the way down to about 1,000. 1,000 could be a general target for that stock. All right, Monsanto, couple good scalps in Monsanto today. Beautiful intraday action here. Take a look at this, guys. And again, if I zoom out, there's see all this consolidation right here, right? See all this, that choppiness shows you consolidation. And if you take that general area and just zoom it right over, beautiful level of support. And this, again, was scalped in the intraday stock chat. A beautiful move up. Big down day on it, but again, doesn't mean we can't make money on the long side, right? And that's exactly what we did. All right, let me see what else I have to go over in today's video. Apple is trading down 6, was up earlier. This is key on Apple, guys, because if you go to the daily chart, it is going to close. Well, listen, I mean, who knows what happens into the end of the day. We still have an hour and a half to go. But if it closes here, closes below that line, that means it's going down. All right, and that's another bearish sign for the overall market if Apple shows that close. Any close below that blue line, watch out below, in my opinion. Okay? So let's keep an eye on it here and into the end of the day. It could be very, very key. One thing I'm noticing today also, we have some big leaders. The financials are negative today. Goldman's down $1.25, JPM's down 25 cents, and Chevron and Exxon both down pretty sizably on the day. Baidu having a big reversal today. This stock's been on a tear. Look at that wide range bar. All right, should actually end up being a pretty big volume day too. See how the volume today is already bigger than yesterday. So that actually is a very bearish sign as well. So personally, we'll see what tomorrow brings, but I'm in the negative camp going into tomorrow. I think it could be a negative day overall. And again, we'll see how exactly the jobs data treats this market. I encourage you to come take the 7-day free trial to inthemoneystocks.com. And yeah, all I can say is let's see what those jobs data numbers are and come join us and get the trade alerts. I've already put out a new trade alert for today. I might be putting out one later this afternoon, more tomorrow. The trades are flowing. We made yesterday alone a huge percentage strike, a 40+% gain on one stock, a 17% gain on another. Big moves to come as well. Take care, guys. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com.